Remember, knowledge, it ain't free. You got to pay attention. There's a lot of ways to handicap a horse race and a lot of ways to bet on it. But nobody that I know does it like Gio Setti and his full card, precise order handicap. Every horse in the race gets a predicted order of finish like only Gio can do, way beyond a deep dive, available exclusively on select days at Past the Wire.
Hey, sure bet coffee. Put that giddy up in your cup. That giddy up in your cup. Sure bet coffee.
The legend himself, Frankie Dettori. Ciao, Frankie. Tutto a posto.
Tutto a posto. Yes, that's a good start. So you haven't lost your Italian.
You're watching Past the Wire TV, presented by Amwager.
Tracking trips at Past the Wire. There is no better time than now to join and ride with this claim. We'll be your second set of expert trained eyes. We ain't gonna buy you a fish. Sure, we'll give you some, but more importantly, we'll show you how to fish and make you a better better. CAWs, sharks in the water, no problem. We'll go against anybody, and we have the track record to prove it. Big days, big pools, and select days all year long. Well, I'll play them all. Looking for an ace? You're in the right place. Want to find that diamond? Be with us. Want to know more? Just ask a member or visit us at pastthewire.com and check out the tracking trips page. Nobody does it better.
Well, hello everyone. Here we are, the week after the great race of Pegasus. That turned out to be a very good race, but a one-horse race at the end. And White Barrio showed that everyone that he's right now probably, if not the best, one of the best of the older horses out there. He deserves that win. He looked fantastic. All the credit goes to the rider, the trainer, the team, the grooms, everybody. So hey, you got to say one thing: that horse really did a good job on that race at that race. According to what we did last week, I covered three tracks basically, but I did my show on Oaklawn. We did pick five and had 3 wins, 2 seconds. We just missed it again. Didn't quite hit that pick five, but I also people that shot me emails got my picks at Santa Anita, Gulfstream Park. We did okay on every track. We did some good things there. My best bets on every track, I believe, won on every one of them. So we did some good out there. But we did not cash in that big home run on that pick five. So we're going to try to hit that pick five at Gulfstream Park because we have the Holy Bowl, another Derby prep race. And let's see what we could do. So before we get started, I do want to thank Racelins for all their tools that they give us with here to help us out. And remember one thing: if you have any questions, hit that subscribe button right below, right there in that corner, or that little bell, or so you could get all the alerts for every show that we do, what I do, and John and Gio, all of them. See what they come up with. Because remember, this is the road to the Derby, and you got to know what's happening out there, who's doing what, and when. So let's do that. And then also, remember one thing: if you have any questions, always shoot me an email. Everyone that has sent me emails, they would, put in the comments, tell everybody that I do get back to them. I do answer your questions. And hey, no matter what it's about, if it's about trainers, how to train, how to get why trainers do certain things, about owning horses, about claiming horses. I could help you claim a horse. I could go to the sale with you and we go and look at some horses at the sale. And no matter what, just hit Charles right there, Charles at passthewire.com, and just shoot me an email. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in there at Gulfstream. We're going to try to hit that pick 5, and it'll be the late pick 5, of course. And we're going to see, we're going to do race 11 and race 12, the last 2 races. It's going to be a little bit of a tough pick 5 overall in the first, couple races. But, I think there's a couple of, not singles, but we can narrow it down to some horses in the last couple of races, I believe. So we're going to just start. We're going to dive right into it, the Holy Bull. That's my first race we're going to do, which is the race number 11. We're going to look at the 1 horse here. Now, Dale Romans trains this horse. Now, Dale Roman, in my opinion, is an excellent trainer. He's a great horseman. Look at how he's been doing the last 30 days, 35% win. Look at this ROI, return on your investment with him, plus 54%, which is awesome. You got to love that. He's got Junior aboard. Excellent rider, in my opinion. Probably sometimes overlooked, as a rider. This horse is a pressure type. I think this horse is going to sit very close, even though this horse broke its maiden last time out, and it was, went wire to wire. I think this horse could sit pretty close. If you look at the first couple of races this horse ran at 7 furlongs on mile 16, was sitting right there. Very, very tough. Are they, shooting for the moon a little bit here? Maybe, but remember, Dale Romans is an excellent trainer. He knows what he's doing. I personally think this horse is a little bit over his head, but if this horse performs well, and if that means well, doesn't mean he has to win or finish second. I want to see what this horse could do against this caliber type of horses here. Let's see what he could do. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to take a seat back. I'm not going to be playing this horse at all, but I do have to recognize that the horse does have some talent, but for me, not for my money. Here's the 2. This horse had big talk, when it was 2 years old. Ran very good, broke its maiden pretty easy. Went into the hopeful. Didn't disappoint, just got beat. You can't knock that. Then went to Keeneland. Got beat there by 5 lengths, but, it was East Avenue there that was had its way. That East Avenue is a very fast horse, and he had his way out in front. So you really can't knock that race either, even though I finished second 5 lengths out. The clunker to me for this horse was a little bit disappointing was the Breeders' Cup. Citizen Bull ran there, Gaming, which you saw run this past weekend, did okay, but then, once again, and, this horse didn't quite do what he should have done, in my opinion, in that race. But Citizen Bull did have his way on the front end. And, of course, the Baffert, I think that he had 3 horses in that race, and they just went up there and just kind of blocked off everybody that was going to run. So Citizen Bull kind of had his easy way of doing it. So for me, you could probably toss out that race, even though it was a disappointment. This trainer's putting on blinkers. Now that means this horse has been out since November, had a nice rest, and they're putting blinkers on coming back. So that means that, to me, the trainer is seeing things. This horse is starting to do certain things. And when they put the blinkers on and a workout, this horse probably magically just started putting everything together, right? And looked awesome again. Probably right around that September. I would guess right around that September the 28th. October, November. No, it wouldn't have been then. It would have been probably, that 36 in December. 36 and 7. That's probably when they put the blinkers on. The horse really paid attention. The horse is probably developing into a really nice horse right now. You know, Javier staying aboard from that one race from the Breeders' Cup. This horse is this horse is going to be very, very tough to beat. I think this horse has got tons of talent. And if he goes right back to the form that he had before the Breeders' Cup, good luck, everybody. This horse is going to be very, very tough to beat. And let's see how he does in this race also. I mean, I know he's got to lay off when they're changing blinkers, but, this is a $1.3 million horse, even though I don't look at those price tags that much. They don't know they were 1.3, half the time. Yes, it does help you with the bottom side of the breeding and everything like that. But if the horse doesn't have the heart and the will to win, it doesn't matter what you spent for him. They have the green monkey. They spent, 16 million for, and the horse didn't run a lick. Look, I think this is one of the horses to beat. Definitely a top pick for me. I think this horse has got a great shot at the win column. So I wouldn't put it past this horse. This horse is going to sit right there on the pace. So look out for the number 2. The number 3, this horse did really good that first race out in December. 7 furlongs was a really tough race for their first time out. And the horse ran perfect. I mean, honestly, everything went his way. Brad Cox, you got Luis Saez. Great combo, in my opinion. The jockey and Luis and Cox teaming up with 31% wins. This is another tough horse. This horse might be probably just getting better and better. This horse will be really close to the pace, if not the pace. So I think this one has a great shot at that win spot also. I think the 2 and the 3 are very, very close together when it comes to that. Look out. And then we'll go on to the 4. Another horse here with some speed, but this one most likely will be your leader out of Gun Runner, gun loaded here, out of our Bernardini mare. To get the distance, got some speed. IRAD's aboard. You got to look out for that. Trainer and IRAD team up for 30% of the win. I mean, Luis Saez, though, gets off of this one and goes on to the 3. Might say something there. You know what I mean? But does this horse have an excellent shot at the win spot? Yeah. I hate to say it, but yeah. I mean, how many horses can we have to win here? Well, in this type of race, and this early of the Derby runnings, get ready, the Derby trails, these horses are starting to peak a little bit, and we're going to start seeing some of these horses do a little bit better than the other. I think this horse could possibly win, but I think this is more for the exacta for me. I think this horse could back up. I think the 2 and the 3 could sit really close and challenge him. So the horse won last race as the favorite. That's the angle. So, I mean, this horse is definitely a play, and don't overlook either. The 5, the last time out threw in a major clunker. Did not look impressive at all. Was just like he just wasn't in it. It was a step slow from the beginning and just didn't quite do anything. And then before that was at Woodbine. The horse won, did everything it was supposed to do on synthetic. So I don't know. Johnny V is aboard here. Makes it questionable for me, but I'm going to take a step back. I think this horse really needs to step it up and improve a lot more. So for me, I'm taking a step back, and I'm not for my money. The 6, interesting horse. First time out, mile and a slop, ran even, 100% even all the way around the track. Did okay. Second time out, stretched it out to a mile and 16th. You look at this, did very, very good with Jose aboard. Just didn't quite have enough, but the horse learned a lot of things. Then the next time out, as the favorite, he should have been the favorite. Tyler Gaffleon took it, rode it perfect. Look at the fractions of that race: 109 for the 6 furlong mark, 135 for the mile. Beautiful. Horse flew at the end. won by a neck, did everything right. Bill Mott's the trainer, Tyler Gaffalione. I mean, we got a lot of positives here. And look at those odds, 8-1. I think this horse will sit very close, like the 2 and the 3 to the which will be the 4 will be the leader. So does this horse have a shot to win? I don't know. Depends how fast they go. There's the big question. But I think this horse has definitely got a shot at those exotics. I think this horse, you got to look at it and don't let it get by, especially don't let it get over 8-1. If it's over 8-1, you definitely want to throw in exotics for sure. Or, you know, maybe throw it on another ticket on a pick 5 or a pick 3 or something like that, just to cover yourself. The 7 here, a horse with some speed going on from the outside, but I don't know if he's fast enough to stay with that 4 horse. So this horse is really going to have to pick it up, in my opinion, even though it won wire to wire last time out. Stepping up in class, I think this horse just needs to do a little bit more, in my opinion, to prove to me that he belongs with this caliber of horses. So I'm going to take a step away from that horse, and I'm just going to say no today. So now we're going to go to the race lens, how they project this race is going to pan out, how they see it starting. Here we go. First of all, I'm going to go show you my adjustments factors. I think I showed it last week, but I'll show it again. For Gulfstream, I have speed, class, and form all at 4. Then I got distance, jockey, trainer at 3. Then I got pace at 4, trainer at 3 again, and then track at 5, because, you know, you got to kind of have to like that track down there at Gulfstream. And then angles at 3 and track condition at 3. That's what I have there for the track conditions and factors. So first of all, this is how they see the race starting out. They see it very tight, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6. So I don't know if the 2 have the lead, to be honest with you. I think the 4 might go for it, but if the 2 finds itself in the lead, I'm not going to be too scared on that. When you go through midway through the race, they say it 2, 3, 6. I would still see it 2, 3, 4 or 4, 3, 2, and around at the midway. At the end, they see it the 2 at 52% win, the 4 at 11, the 6 at 11, 7 at 9, and then the 3 at 7. I see it a little different. I do see the 2 winning. But I do like the 3 in the second spot, and then the 4 in the third spot. And I do like that 6 picking up the last part, which would be my 4th pick there in that race. We'll see what they think about the odds. They're saying the 2 should be 4-5. Right now, it's morning lines 9-5. I hate to say it, but I think we're going to see 4-5 at the time they get into the gate. Maybe a little less, but I mean, probably deservingly the favorite, but it's not going to be an easy cakewalk for this horse. And if it is, then we really do have a monster here, so we have to watch out. So that's how they put it on there. And we'll go to the next race, the handicap, which would be the 12th race. It's a stakes race for 3-year-old fillies. All right, race 12. Here we go. Going 7 furlongs. Okay. We have the 1 here. The 1 looks a little nice here. Definitely has some talent. We have Patrick Baycone, great trainer. Doesn't get probably the credit he deserves sometimes. He's always putting out some solid horses all the time. He's got Junior aboard. Last time out, the horse did finish 3rd, but boy, it was pretty pretty far back. He was bumped at the midway, I think it was. The horse does show some flashes of talent. She does have some speed. Will she be the leader? Maybe. She could be, possibly. But for me, I'm going to take a step back. I just think she's going to have to be up against it a little bit in this race. Gulfstream sprint post 1, running style early pressure is a good thing. So she's got a good post for what her running style is, but I'm going to take a pass personally. The 2 here, another horse with probably pressure-like type of speed, could sit pretty close. Last time ran 3rd all the way around, but just kept on getting a little farther behind. Of course, that was going at a mile. They're dropping back at 7 furlongs. When she did run at 7 furlongs on a muddy track, she didn't do so well. But we could toss that because it was a muddy track. Before that, she ran 6.5. She won by 9. So look at that. Safi Joseph, the trainer, Irad, they clicked together at 32%. Very dangerous. Is she dangerous here? Maybe, but if anything, I would put her on exotics, the bottom side. I'm going to take a pass personally on her. And that might be saying a lot because this horse does have a lot of talent, but I think there's a couple of horses in here with a lot more talent. The 3. This horse here ran very even in its maiden race. Now it's going into a stakes race, even though it was placed first due to disqualification. Did show a lot there. Got bumped at one point. Yes. Can this horse step it up? Maybe. Joe Bravo, he could probably get this horse there. I personally think this horse needs a lot more to work at. But do not turn your head on this horse because remember, this horse had a little trouble, finished 2nd, very strong 2nd, and then got trouble, and then they got the DQ bump up to get the win to break your maiden. So that horse probably learned a lot of things, especially getting bumped and all that kind of stuff. So I say, with this trainer and this jockey combo winning at 40%, and look at their ROI, positive 298%. ROI, return on your investment, when they provide look, I think this horse is a solid play for the bottom side of your exotics, your trifecta supers. Definitely a true player there for that spot. The 4, last time out, closed, did very good at closing, won there. The question is this horse could meet this type of caliber of horses in here? I do believe there's 2 other horses that could really do some damage here over this horse. I think this horse really is out of its league in this race. For right now, I would like to see what this horse does. If it does a pretty good race overall, and when I say good, it doesn't mean it has to win 1st or 2nd or even 3rd. But if you can see the horse, cutting in and out, gaining and doing certain things, changing leads and everything. You got to watch the races, not just the one that you're betting on. You got to go back and watch the race and see who was in trouble, who did other things right, and then didn't quite, probably got stuck on the rail. And then finally, when it got open, maybe this horse would fly and pick up 5th. And you're like, wow, that was a great move, even though it had tons of trouble. You got to look at those things on videos, on the past races and everything. So you'll know the next time out, hey, this horse could improve a lot better. But for me right now, I'm going to take a seat back and I'll watch this one. The 5 here. This horse has been knocking on the door, been in the money all 3 times it's ran. You can't fault that horse. 7 furlongs is right now, in my opinion, looking at this horse and how it's running, it's probably its limit right now for her. She might go further later on. She is bred to have speed and a speed up to at least a mile with Golden Sense on top. But for me, it's another one I have to sit there and I'm going to have to watch this one. I'm not going to do much with it. If anyone really has to put this horse in something, they really think it's got some kind of shot, I would say more on the bottom side of your super and tries. The 6. Here's a horse that has just basically improved every time it ran. Every time. You look at 4th, first time out, okay, it did good, ran even. Then finished 3rd, did a little bit better, still learned some things, finished 3rd again, still learned some things, going 6th from. Then they went to a mile, boom, finished 2nd, almost stole that race, almost just stole it. Then it went a mile and 16th in a Florida sire, stakes, hey, going against their own kind, which is fine. Did good, won by a neck. Now we're going a little tougher race in here for this horse. Is this horse a big, no way? No, I wouldn't say no way, but I don't know about for the win or the even place, but maybe for some of the exotics. But for me, I'm taking a seat back. I want to see another race or two and see how she does with some serious horses. And that's my opinion on that. The 7 here, interesting horse. First two times out, did excellent. One easy, pulling away, one pull, right there, easy, gearing down. Went a mile and 16 for the first time, last time out. Gun to the front, probably used up its speed, shouldn't have done that. Just kind of gave away right at the end. Still finished third, gutsy third, but the horse was pretty much just done, just all gassed out. You got Luis Saez aboard for Brad Cox. This horse, I think, is a major player in this race. I think this is one of 2 horses that could win this race. I kind of even have a hard time who I thought would actually be my top choice of this race. So I do believe this is one of the 2. So look out for this horse. I think this has got all the tools this horse needs. And who knows, this might be a race that wakes this horse up. And then they can start thinking bigger races for her, and maybe even eventually go to the Oaks. Maybe, I don't know, but she'll have to, she'll have to improve a little bit more. And let's see if she can do it. But I think she can. The 8 here, interesting horse too. Last time out, did very good, going 6.5. Question is, we're going 7 now. Can this horse get up there in time for this? Johnny Velasquez aboard. Serious odds. I think this horse will be coming late. I just don't know. I think it's going to be too short for this horse to come up late in this type of race. I'm going to take a pass on her, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with her overall. I think she's got a lot of talent. Look out for this horse, probably in some small stakes later on this year. She'll probably do some damage up close, drop back evenly, success. So she did, she was up there, but, hey, last time out, she just didn't quite have him enough. The one horse that won last time won again. So, hey, we'll see how that turns out. The 9, has only had 1 race, did everything right, won for fun. Safi Joseph is the trainer. Zayez is the jock. They did great. He teamed up there. Got a lot of speed. Probably your leader, maybe, or close to being your leader. The question is, can this horse maintain the speed out in front? I don't know. It might. But for me, personally, I'm going to take a seat back in the sense of saying not for the win or the exacta, excuse me. But I definitely think this horse is a major player for the trifecta. Why not? I think this horse is one of them that could stay in there and hang in there for the piece of the pie. The 10, another one with some speed. Question is, can this horse maintain its speed going 7? We're going to find out. Got the speed on the inside. Definitely, this is the speed on the outside of all the other speed. Basically, what happened there? And I just don't see it. But personally, I think this horse is a notch below this group, but definitely has speed. Look out for this horse in the future. In some 6.5 furlong races mainly, maybe some 7s if she has the right company, but not today for me. And here's the other horse that I really liked. I think this is another one of them that it's going to be tough to beat here. Horse went wire to wire almost every time, except for the first time it ever ran. Just didn't probably break the best, but did okay. Did everything all right. Every time since then, she went wire to wire. She just got beat by a neck last time out. This horse is very, very tough. You got Tyler Gaffalione and Brad Cox. They win at 26% together. Let's see what the race lands in. A beaten favorite, jockey switch. Gotta like that. definitely one. This is one of the two horses. Like I said, I have a hard time between this one and, of course, the 7, the other Cox horse. So I got the Cox Exacta. Which way am I going to go for my first and second? Well, you'll see here in a second. I think it's just between those two, but we'll see what Racelands has to say when it comes to how they see the race developing. All right. They got in the first early going, they have the 11 actually going out in front. The 9 and 7 sitting right there second. I think they're going to be a lot closer than that, what they're showing here. Mid-pack, I do see the 9, 11, 7, all three of those probably going out there. They're all the speed. Remember, I do pick the 9 to finish in the trifecta. So there's that. And they have the 9 finishing the trifecta at 12%. They picked the 11 at 54%, the 7 at 14%, the 9 at 12, the 2 at 5, and the 3 at 3%. Well, this is how I see it. I see it 7, 11, 9, 3. If you're going to Vegas, 7, 11, there you go. Oops. And let's see the odds. Well, the 11, they said it's supposed to be 4 to 5, and you got 4 to 1 morning line. I don't think you're going to get 4 to 1 personally, but you might get 2 to 1 on that race, maybe on that horse. The 7 at 9 to 2, the morning line. Yeah, it's going to drop a little bit off of that probably, but I think those two will get the money, and the 9 will get some money too. 9 at morning line at 2 to 1 might stay right around 2 to 1. So I think you're going to have 3 horses that are going to be battling for who's going to be favored, and that's those top 3 horses right there. I just see it in slightly a different order than they do. So now let's go and see if we could hit this pick 5 at Gulfstream Park Saturday on the Holy Bowl day at stakes race. Let's see what we could do here. All right. In the 8th race, this is how I see. This is my picks in this order. 2, 12, 3, 1. I'm doing the try with the 2, 12 on top of the 2, 12, 3, 1, 6. On top of the 2, 12, 3, 1, 6, 5. But in the pick 5, I'm going 5 deep in that first leg, which is race 8, 2, 12, 3, 1, 6. The second leg, I'm going 3 deep, which is race number 9. I'm going 7, 6, 3. And then the third leg on that pick 5, which is race number 10, I'm going 6, 7, 4, 2. Then in that 11th race, the Holy Bowl, I'm going in this order 2, 3, 4, taking 3 horses in there. And then in that last race, I'm just going 7, 11, going Vegas style there. And the last 2 races, and last 2 in that 12th race. So that's what I'm going to go on my pick 5. Now in the 9th race, I'm going to tell you my whole order here. 7, 6, 3, 2, doing a try. 7, 6 on top of the 7, 6, 3, 2, on top of the 7, 6, 3, 2. The 10th race, going 6, 7, 4, 2. Trifecta is 6, 7 over the 6, 7, 4, 2 over the all. I think there's a chance for the all to hit in that 10th race on the bottom side, trying to get a prize. The 11th, I'm going 2, 3, 4, 6. The exacta 2 over the 3. Got to make a statement somewhere. Daily double, I'm going 2, 7. And then the 12th race, I'm going 7, 11, 9, 3. And the exacta, I'm going 7, 11. That's how I'm going to do it in Gulfstream on the Holy Bowl day. Okay, we'll say that. We'll go in here. Here I am. I'm back. All right. So there you have it. Let's go out there and get some winners. Hopefully, we just cash out some big home run here on Gulfstream Day. And remember, once again, if you have any questions or anything about trainers claiming, owning, you name it, send me that email and I'll give you an answer. And until then, hopefully all your horses end up in that winner circle. See ya.
Cyberknife was a very talented horse from day one. Fast horse, able to carry it around 2 turns. Looks a tremendous amount like Gunrunner, same ability and talent. Holds the track record in the Haskell. He won it in impressive fashion, beating a very good group of horses.
His name is Cyberknife!
Excited about him passing on his durability, his soundness, and his talent. He could definitely be a breed-shaping stallion.
World of Kingdom Nutrition, your #1 source for healthy horses and fast finishes. Make sure your horses stay strong and healthy with the balanced mineral profile of Healthy Bones. This veterinarian recommended supplement helps foals, weanlings, and yearlings grow and develop. Healthy Bones also helps speed up recovery so your horses stay in training longer and race more often. Our 100% all-natural Appetite supplement helps relieve sensitive stomachs so that your horses can eat up and get faster on the track. Kingdom Nutrition. We stand by our products with a 100% money-back guarantee. Call Justin today because Kingdom Nutrition makes healthy horses and fast finishes. Welcome to Past the Wire TV, your #1 source for horse racing news and interviews, handicapping analysis, betting insights, and more. Past the Wire TV covers the biggest races at the best tracks.
Garnet and Luis Saez to win the Belmont Stakes at Saratoga. The Grey Wizard is absolutely flying. Champagne won. The Grey Wizard. Oh, it's very close. Leave it to the judge.
Like, share, and subscribe to Past the Wire TV. Nobody does it better.
Nobody does it better.